Hey guys, it's your girl Victoria back to you with another review for Married at First Sight, season 15, episode 6, called Saved by the Mariachis. So we get to day 5 of marriage. The couples are waking up, of course, their usual video, diaries, whatnot. So we have the girls going out for brunch by the beach. The guys are going tequila tasting. So in these two scenes, I'm just gonna go couple by couple. So we first start off with Justin and Alexis, and Justin said how they're not walking around the rooms naked together. Okay, nothing's happening. So she sees what your thing look like when it's flaccid and hard. So if she not saying nothing, because she tells everybody everything. So since she's not saying nothing to nobody, I guess everything's all good down there with his member. Because I know some people were saying, oh, maybe he has a small penis. That's why he's celibate. Well, she has not told anybody anything. For what we know, what the producers showed on the TV, whatever. So I guess he's good down there, folks. If he's even being truthful about them walking around naked. But they still have not consummated the marriage, and Alexis sees that Justin is sensitive, and she's allowing Justin to be sensitive. She's also allowing Justin to take his time in regards to the sex aspect, and she can handle his sensitivity. But then when we go back over to the girls talking, Alexis does admit that it is hard for her to deal with Justin being sensitive. So I think Justin is in his own head, his own world with his relationship with Alexis. He thinks it's one thing, but I feel like Alexis feels like it's the opposite, and she's just trying to play a facade for him. Because, I mean, we'll get to it later on about her expressing her feelings for him, but where I feel it with Justin, I don't feel it with Alexis. You know what I mean? So I feel like she just says that just to boast his head up, but I really feel like in this scene, obviously she's saying it's hard for her, that, she gonna do what she need to do to keep him happy and whatnot. But for her personally, I feel like she's still in the mindset of, yeah, I still wouldn't have chosen you had the experts not chosen you for me, or the producers of what I believe. So we move on to Ben, and I guess her friends done told Ben that Morgan's a certified freak. So I guess he's gonna try to wait to see that certified freak come out. Then we go to Morgan. She thinks Ben is hot. So I mean, they both think each other's attractive, but I guess they're just gonna take their time to get to know each other sexually. We move on to Lindy, and she's all like, oh yeah, me and Miguel, we do what, married couples do on their honeymoon and stuff. So pretty pretty much they consummated the marriage. Congratulations. But I'm looking at y'all side eye, because I could have sworn the last episode you were just saying you wanted to take your time and everything, but now all of a sudden y'all consummated the marriage. We have Miguel talking to the guy saying, oh yeah, they made love. It was, what he said, it was passionate. And then I lost my notes. Okay. So they made love. It was nice. It was passionate. It was perfect. He felt the sensations. He felt holy. Okay, pun intended, Miguel. Cause here go my husband on the couch. He's like, oh, man, he just saying all that because he just had new puss and he don't know how to act. That's exactly what it is. Miguel, listen, you talking about made love and stuff. How y'all making love when you don't even feel love for the girl? You've been saying that for the whole rest of this episode, how you not there yet and stuff, but y'all made love. I thought to make love you had to be in love, but I guess for Miguel that's incorrect, because he said last episode he don't mind having mediocre sex. So is this not mediocre sex at this point? Lindy had to subconsciously let us know that it wasn't forced. So, from what the producers showed us, nobody asked you, did you feel it was forced? Well, until later. But that was after the fact that you already expressed that you guys had sex. So the fact that you're letting people know, yeah, it was not forced, makes me think It may not have been forced, but it may have been pressured. Because, like I said, you were just telling Miguel at the pool, I feel like the day before, that sex meant so much to you that you wanted to take your time to get the connection. So by the end of the night, you was able to get that connection that you wanted to take your time to find Lindy. So you just gave up the goods. Not saying there's anything wrong with giving up the goods. If you want to give up the goods, by all means, do you, boo. But from the way you were talking literally the day before, so over the course of hours, you already letting homeboy hit it. So you found a connection, but yeah, he's saying he don't find a connection, and like we'll get to that scene later. But to me, I just feel like Lindy, I feel like you're just having sex with Miguel to keep him happy because you don't want this marriage to end. Like you're forcing the marriage since he's trying to pressure you for sex. You gave in, and now you're just trying to make sure he sticks beside you like you want to stick beside him. That's what I'm getting from that. But we'll talk more about them later on in the episode. We move on to Stacia. She says that her and Nate are good and they showered together. We get Nate saying that they're waiting, taking her time sexually. And I just put in my side notes, of course, it's not by his choice. If Stacia was like, hey, let's do it, he'll be all down to do it right then and there. So, but, he's going to stick beside his wife and just, say they're waiting and taking their time. Okay, cool, whatever. And we get Kristen. She tells the girls about her and Mitch, everything that's been going on. I guess supposedly Alexis is team Mitch, but he better not F up. She didn't say that word for word. I'm just paraphrasing. So that was it for those two scenes. We move on to Morgan and Ben. They have dinner. And Morgan warns Ben about words cut deep for her, so to speak. And she doesn't want to be betrayed like that because that will break her trust in anybody. So he already gonna do that. We move on to Sasha and Nate. They have a picnic the next morning. And I guess they both don't like bugs. So they both was like afraid of all the bugs that was probably crawling there. But my question is, so what's the point of having the picnic in the first place? If both of y'all don't like bugs, y'all know y'all gonna be sitting on the ground with the grass where there's bugs. What's the point? Why can't you sit on a bench at least? You'll be less likely to have bugs crawling on you, even though they'll probably still could crawl on you. Stacia killed a bug, a spider, or whatever. She's like, dang, I'm your wife and I was killing a spider. Well, he don't like bugs, girl. So I don't know what y'all gonna do. Because y'all still sat there. And I'm sure that's not the only bug y'all seen. Y'all trying to be dramatic. Is that what it is? Anyway, so their picnic, they talk about moving into with each other and going forward after the honeymoon, because that's what everybody was talking about this episode. And Stacia, she goes to therapy. She asked Nate if he was willing to go to therapy. He's like, oh, like right now? Like current time in our relationship, or like when we have issues? So Stacia wants to be proactive. So she said now, because it could benefit both of them. So he said he's down to go. But he did seem a little hesitant when he said that. I mean, I guess that's something y'all gonna have to figure out. And Nate tells Stacia he really likes her and hopes that they can be a power couple and make moves together. So, of course, Stacia, she's all smiles, and Nate kisses her on the cheek and whatever. I thought it was cute when he kissed her on the cheek, I'm not going to lie. But I'm like, Stacia, you being all smiles just because he said he likes you and he really likes you and all that stuff? Okay, because I'm going to need you to keep that same energy, because it seems like the next episode he's going to say he's not there yet. So, we'll see how this progresses with you two. We move on to Alexis and Nate. They go on the boat. Oh, I put Alexis and Nate. Alexis and Justin, they go on the boat and they chill. And I guess they sit down to talk, and I guess Alexis makes more money. So Justin lets her know that it doesn't intimidate him at all, since he works from home and stuff. I don't even know why Alexis asked the question. I guess just to be sure and confirm, but just saying he's gonna do whatever he can to make you happy, okay? Clearly, we all see it from, this is only episode 6, and we see Justin as a ride or die for his bride, okay? He's gonna do whatever he can to keep Alexis happy so she don't leave him, because She's all he got at this point. That's it. She's all he got, and he puts his all into the relationship. He is like 1 billion% in, while she's probably 55% in, maybe more. But he has surpassed her in percentage of how much he's into this marriage and relationship and all that stuff. So he don't care about how much you make as long as you stay with him. It don't matter. It don't matter. So Alexis wanted to say she don't see why everybody's saying marriage is hard, because it's easy. Alexis, you are not even 1 week into your relationship, not even 1 week into your marriage. I don't want to hear about how easy it is when you're not even a whole 7 days into this thing. When you reach a few years, then we could talk, because y'all have not. You're not even living in the house. That you guys are on a honeymoon right now. Okay, easy marriage. Yeah, I'm sure it's easy if you're on vacation every fucking day. Sorry for my language, but like, you're not like, how is it easy when you guys haven't even had one issue yet? When you overcome an issue and you continuously have issues and overcome issues, then we can talk. Because every relationship, every marriage has issues. People always have disagreements. So once you can overcome those disagreements and still love the person that you're looking at, that you go to bed with every night, then we could talk about, marriage being cool. But in all honesty, no marriage, no nothing, no relationship, nothing is all easy breezy lemon squeezy. Okay, it's all work. And as long as both of you guys put in the work, and as long as both of you guys go to bed loving each other and moving forward to make the thing work and stick beside each other, then it'll be all good. But not even being a weekend talking about, I don't know why everybody talking marriage be so hard and stuff. It's easy. Okay, but God done told her, don't be saying that, girl, because once she said that, here go the flag of the boat or whatever, trying to fall on top of them. So Justin, with his little lanky long arms, with his, fast reflexes, as he says, stops the damn flags from falling over on Alexis. And, she jumps out in time. He saved the day. And he's just so proud of himself that, he saved his wife and the woman he loves. And, he gonna ride or die for his love, the people he loves. And he gonna make sure they're always good. So he's so proud of himself. She's appreciative of that. And, they're still alive to speak the tale to this day. Okay, we move on to Morgan and Ben. They go surfing. And then after that, they sit down to talk. Ben is concerned because Morgan expressed that she doesn't have a good relationship with her father. And, he's very close with his family, especially his mom. So that concerns him, as well as the fact that Morgan has some student loan debt. But, Ben, would you rather student loan debt or credit card debt? I feel like student loan debt is not as bad as credit card debt. I mean, depending on the amount, I can understand how that could be like, whew. I mean, if we're in $100,000 in debt, like, dang, it's gonna take a while to pay that off. But at the same time, how many people got debt nowadays? If that's all you're looking for, well, good luck, because those people probably already with somebody, and those people probably just paying off their loan. Okay. I mean, granted, if that's his deal breaker, that's his deal breaker. I'm not saying he can't have his standards, but at the same time, your standards compared to the average American, Ben, it's slim to none to find someone who don't got no student loan debt, no credit card debt, no some type of debt, and wants you, or who's not already in a relationship with someone that they built their lives with to pay off all their debts together. I'm just saying, you might find some people that are single like yourself, but what of them are going to want you? Not saying you're not a catch, Ben, but I'm going to need people to be realistic with themselves. Okay? So, I mean, if you don't got no debt, fine, cool, whatever. But to the fact that you're making it a big issue that she got debt, even especially when she's like, well, she's working to pay that off. She don't want no penny from you. She don't want no money from you. You can spend your money how you want to. She just going to work on herself to build herself up and pay off her debt herself. give her the time. Give her that time. She even asked him to have patience with her, but Ben seemed like he's not convinced, and he's just like, oh, he don't know what he gonna do. So Morgan asked him if he feels that they're not compatible. So it goes to commercial for dramatic effect, comes back from commercial for dramatic effect, and then comes up with the fact that he's upset that she lied about her BSN. So I guess apparently she told him the night before, don't tell nobody. But she still has like one more course to finish her BSN to get her licensing, I guess, to be like, or maybe like a official registered nurse, even though she's already a nurse. So I guess he talked to Justin about that. So he's pretty sure Justin told Alexis. So Morgan's just like, okay, well, you broke my trust. She's upset. She cries. Ben does apologize, but it's like, so you want her to forgive you on breaking her trust, but you getting on top of her for being like, okay, Justin, listen, bro. I'm not Justin. I'm sorry, Ben. What do you want? Because I feel like you're nitpicking at this point, and my husband was just like, well, that's the way he feels. That's the way he feels. If he don't want nobody with that, he don't want nobody with that. Which, granted, yes, he's entitled to not want no female with no debt. But at the same time, I keep saying Justin, Ben. At the same time, Ben, you came on this show. And I don't really be having sympathy for nobody who be coming on this damn show, because you know after all these damn seasons, they gonna hook you up and match you with someone you probably don't want to be with, okay? Let's be honest. Let's be 100% transparent here. You're allowing other people to choose your wife, your husband for you. And 9 times out of 10, these producers are going to just choose someone to give you guys altercation so you guys can make some dramatic entertainment for this damn show. I mean, we watch it, and I'm still going to watch, you know what I'm saying? Because I like it. But that's beside the point. If you're really looking for someone who you compatible with, who you want to fall in love with, who got the same morals and values as you, who wants to have kids like you and all that stuff, you probably should have come on this damn show. Not saying it can't work for you, because, you know, some people do work for. And you know who I'm going to say, Woody and Amani, you are, you know, they're like the creme de la creme of Married at First Sight right now. For me. So, you know, I know everybody wants to be Amani and Woody, but that's like 1 in a million. Okay? Because since Woody was like, oh, you know, people were so surprised I was getting married, the producers probably thought that, you know, it was going to be some, I want to say trauma, but they probably thought it was going to be, you know, a little riff-raff between him and Amani. But you know what? It worked out. Look they got a beautiful baby boy they got going on. You know, they got a whole good little environment going on over there in New Orleans. But that's like 1 in a million. Okay? Other people made it through 1 in a million. Okay? You should be expecting more of how am I going to combat this diverseness of our personalities and make it work. That's really what it is. Because he said even them, they have surface level comparisons, things that they're liking, but in regards to their morals and values, so to speak. He didn't say this word for word. I'm just paraphrasing. It's not the same. That's the risk you took. Okay, I don't feel bad for you, Ben. That's the risk you took. Oh well. Either you gonna stay with her on decision day or you not. Okay, so just take this experience for what it is and be done. I don't got time for this. I really don't. I mean, I'm doing a review. I watch it, but at the same time to nitpick about all this little stuff. Her family, her not being close with her dad. That's an issue for you. That's not her fault. I mean, I don't know if it is or not, but at the same time, no one chooses what family they're going to be born into. They don't choose how their lives is going to go, how their dynamic with their family is going to go. So the fact that you even brought that up as a concern, just because you're close with your family and your mom so much, that's not a concern to me. It's just how you move forward from that experience is what concerns me, not the fact that you even had that in the first place. That's another thing. Like, bro, calm down. You just need to marry your mom at the end of the day. Be with your family. Don't be with nobody else. Okay, Ben? But, I mean, back to the conversation at hand of him telling Justin about her BSM situation, she just like, my trust is broken, crying and stuff. He apologizing. There's gonna be a moment where Morgan's just gonna hold it over his head. Now, granted, I don't think that's a big deal enough for her to be acting like this, that her trust is broken. But at the same time, if she didn't want nobody else to know, Ben, you should have just never told nobody. I understand you wanted to converse and get real with Justin, but at the same time, she didn't want you to tell no one, bro. So you shouldn't have told nobody. We move on to Kristen and Alexis. They sit down together for drinks. I guess Kristen's asking Alexis for advice. But Alexis tells Kristen that she has to appreciate the small wins that she gets with Midge, and she's still Team Midge. And when they move on to her talking about Justin, she calls Justin the greatest blessing in her life. You sure? Okay. Anyway, we move on to Justin and Ben. They play basketball, then talk. And Ben admits that he did overreact about the BSN thing. Ben, I think you overreacted about a lot of things, okay, in regards to Morgan. So I'm just going to leave that right there and move on to Morgan. She's talking with Sasha and Lindy about her and Ben and the whole, he told everybody about her BSN thing, told everyone about her being in student debt. And, they're just like, wow, that's crazy. That's so unfortunate. And especially when she said about the dead thing, Lindy was like, guilty as charged. I'm in that same boat too. So then we get to Stacia. She's asking Lindy if she's okay. And she just hopes that Lindy didn't feel that she was pressured into having sex. So Lindy was like, oh no, I didn't feel pressured at all. No, it was a consensual thing. It was such a magical moment between the two of us. And, it was lovely. No, forced pressure. No, of course not. No, just lying through her little teeth, her little straight teeth. No. Then Stacia, she crying. Stacia cries a lot, I wonder if her and Justin was together, man. They would have been crying tears, buckets of tears every damn day. But anyway, Stacia was crying. I'm not saying she wasn't justified to cry, but I'm just like, she cries a lot. This is only the 6th episode. She cried every damn episode. But anyway, she was crying because she was triggered because she felt in her past that sometimes she felt pressure to have sex in order to keep her relationship with previous men. So that's why she kind of looked at Lindy a little sideways. But Lindy claims she wasn't pressured, even though she was speaking a whole different ball game last episode, talking about she needed to take time. Sex is very, a huge thing for her and her relationships. And the last time, well, I don't know if it was the last time, but, she gave up her virginity to her fiance. So it wasn't just like any Joe Schmo out in the street, So she wanted to take her time. But I guess the massage must have did something to her. Because, listen, that same night, she done fell down with Miguel in the bed. I said it last episode, she was going to be probably waking up with her panties off. I don't know what happened because that's behind closed doors and stuff. But I'm pretty sure Miguel initiated. I have a hard time believing it was Lindy. I'm pretty sure Miguel initiated, and Lindy was at the point she was like, oh, well, if this is what's going to make him love me, I'm going to do it. So she did it. Not saying that's what it is, but that's just what I'm thinking in my brain. So we'll see. But she claims, no pressure. No. So then after that, Lindy, want to give her shade to Stacia. She was like, well, me and Miguel were talking, and, Miguel has questions about Nate's authenticity. And Stacia said she wasn't offended, but she might have catched the shade a little bit. So I guess Stacia, she questions Nate's intentions also, but who wouldn't? Because it's still early on in the relationship. And Lindy continues like, yeah, because I don't even be knowing where my phone be at, but like Nate, he always has his phone out all the time and taking pictures and videos and documenting, and it's just concerning. It's a little bit concerning. She sounded like Miguel's sister. She's just concerned for Stacia in regards to Nate's authenticity. So Stacia, like I said, she said she's not offended and questions Nate too, but Lindy, I'm gonna need you to question Miguel too because you say you didn't want sex, but all of a sudden you had sex. Okay, so we move on to Kristen. She does a video diary of her watching Mitch surf. Move on from that, and we get Miguel and Lindy. They go kayaking. Then they sit down to talk. Here, interesting. We got Lindy expressing that she feels pressured because she feels like Miguel has all these boxes that he wants to be checked off in regards to his relationship and wife. But she doesn't know if she could check all those off, and she just feels pressure that she always has to think, okay, is he gonna like this? Is he gonna like that? Is this checking off this box? Is it checking off this box? Is it checking off this box? So then Miguel tells her that he just wants her to be herself. And he doesn't want her to feel like she has to conform to him and check off his boxes because her being herself will allow him to know if they're compatible together. And as far as right now, he doesn't know where he's at right now with his feelings for Lindy, even though they made love. And that is concerning for Lindy because, she needs to know if she can allow her guard to be down. And she doesn't know if she can do that if he's not like 100% committed. So you feel pressured that you have to check off all these boxes, Lindy, but yet at the same time, you did not feel pressured to have sex, even though you expressed literally the day before that you needed to take time to make a connection with someone before you had sex with them. But yeah, Miguel don't even know where he's at with you, even though y'all made love. Per his words, even though he ain't in love with you, I don't hear nothing about him having no type of love for you. So I still don't understand how y'all made love when there's no love. So feel free to express to us, Lindy, what you're trying to do here, because you saying one thing in front of the girls, but saying another thing in front of Miguel. You don't feel pressured, but yet you talking about you feel pressured to check off his boxes, but you weren't pressured to have sex. Okay, I'm gonna take you for your word, Lindy, but behind in the back of my mind, I feel like you just speaking one thing to make it seem like you're okay, but behind closed doors, you thinking of how to make Miguel happy because you overthink a lot. So you probably think I have to be like the perfect wife and do everything he wants me to do so this thing could work. Anyway, we move on. The couples get together for the little cocktail hour slash dinner. I'm looking at Nate and Justin and their damn black turtlenecks on. I'm like, y'all not hot? And I know my husband will probably be like, oh, but you got turtlenecks too. Excuse me. I I would have like a tank top turtleneck. Okay, first of all, because I know how he be slick at them. My husband be slick at the mouth sometimes. No, I would have my turtleneck tank top. I'm pretty sure it's hot. So they got long sleeve black turtlenecks on. I'm surprised they weren't hot. I felt warm just looking at them, but okay. They talk a little bit, and here we go. Lindy, first of all, coming out of the blue, putting Miguel on blast, saying that she doesn't know where he's at. He told her that he's giving her 8 weeks. And Miguel's like, no, I didn't say that. Lindy said he did. And I'm just like, Lindy, are you having like an identity crisis of what you want and what you don't want? Because you flip back and forth from saying, oh, I'm concerned. I don't know where he's at. And he said he don't know where I'm at. And we're just trying to navigate that. And then you go back to, oh, I'm going to do what he says to try to check off his boxes just to make him happy because we're a team. We're together. It's our marriage. And we're going to see a little bit of that, like literally in the next scene. But Lindy, I'm gonna need you to figure out what the hell you want and what you want to do because you contradicting yourself, going back and forth. It's not a good look for you, and it's starting to piss me off. And we're only on the sixth episode in, knowing there's like 3,000 episodes left for this season. So they sit down to eat dinner and talk, and Nate lets us know that Stacia is building a brand new house, and she invited Nate to come and live with her. So he's very grateful for that. Excuse me. And I think in this moment, oh boy, if this was If this was Steve and Nate's position, oh boy, he would have loved that. He would have, oh, what? I don't, what? I get to live in a brand new place and clean the house in a brand new house? Steve would have loved that. But anyway, um, no comparison. I'm not trying to make no comparison. But I just wanted to throw that out there and make that point. But anywho, good for you, Nate. Stasha, you sure? Okay, Stasha, just don't put him on the D. Don't put him on nothing, girl. Cause I tell you, you for sure that you can, trust homeboy. I don't know, but I mean that's a husband, so she gonna try to act as such. Okay, I'll give that to them. So we move on to Mitch finding Kristen's high energy and strong mind attractive. Okay, Mitch. So you say whatever. We get to Morgan. She expresses that, since she's a nurse, she'd be so stressed out at work. So when she comes home, she doesn't want to have to think about uh, working and taking care of anybody. She wants to just come home and decompress. So Ben's going to be on his own in regards to taking care of himself when it comes to being at home. And it's all about her, and her just being stress free, not taking care of nobody. And in my head, I'm like, who takes care of your damn cat if that's the case? But then again, cats are not high maintenance, really. I don't feel like. I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't know. But yeah, she's not trying to do none of that. Ben looking concerned. We got Alexis and Justin to the side. We're not even to the side at the damn table. Just, oh, Ben looks concerned. Oh my gosh, why is she saying that? So then, of course, Alexis just like, okay, so how does Ben fit into that equation if that's the way you're saying you want to be once you get off work and come home? So everybody's like, yeah, yeah, good question, good question. Goes to commercial for dramatic effect, comes back from commercial for dramatic effect, and Morgan said that that's the hard part. And she's still trying to navigate that, and they're just going to have communication and check in on each other. It's more work to that. Morgan's just not checking on each other and communicate. So if you just want to decompress, like, why the hell you come on this show? If you don't want to be taking care of nobody, why the hell you come on the show? Not saying you have to take care of your husband, but essentially you got to take care of your mans. Just like your man's got to take care of you. And that's not like, oh, I got to coddle him and feed him and all that stuff. No, it's just in the fact of making sure he's good, just like he's going to make sure you good. You guys are a team. That's what being in a marriage is all about. Being in a relationship is all about making sure you guys are coming together as one and just moving forward with life, and not, oh, okay, we're just legally married, but we're not going to do anything other than communicate and just check in on each other. What? Check in? Like, no, no. Morgan, I really don't understand why you came on this damn show, because everything you saying is just like, I think Miguel said it, it's just me, not we. And in a marriage, it's a we thing. It's not a me thing, girl. You just need to leave, okay? You need to leave. You don't need to be in this damn, because if you don't even, not even trying to consider your husband, you don't need to be on this show. You don't even consider your friends, because you still got your friend with a little chipped tooth that you still have yet to pay for. And I still want the friend to invoice your ass. But anyway, we move on after their little thing. Alexis and Justin tries to give Miguel advice. Oh no, Alexis, Justin, and Miguel tries to give advice to Morgan, but I guess she was getting a little irritated because even Justin was telling Alexis she's getting irritated right now. Like, you guys are at the table. Is nobody else seeing you guys talking about this, like, right in front of everybody as this is going on? No? Okay. Anyway, um, we get to Alexis and Justin. Miguel asked, what is Alexis doing for Justin? Because Justin was talking about, for his wife, he's going to do everything for her to make sure she's happy. Like, she be getting up early in the morning, so he's going to make sure, her water is running hot for her, and making sure breakfast is ready at the table, and maybe turn on her car, make sure it's warmed up before she leave the house and whatever. He didn't say none of this. I'm just paraphrasing like what he be saying he gonna do for his wife, make sure she's good and ready to go. Cause he works at home. So I guess that made Miguel like, okay, since you're gonna do all the stuff for Alexis, what are you doing for him? So Alexis was like, listen, I cater for my man. I'm gonna do everything for my man. I'm a ride for my man, and he gonna be all right. I got lingerie at the house and stuff, so he gonna be good. Okay, Alexis with the little tool. You tell Miguel what it is. And then we have Morgan and Ben in the confessional. Ben asking her, you got lingerie, and then Morgan's like, I got you. Then they talk about 69 and stuff, and I'm like, y'all better off as friends. Y'all joking and stuff like friends, but I don't see it moving forward into a romantic area. Even though both of y'all seem attractive to each other, maybe it could be a one night stand. I don't know. Friends with benefits, maybe, but not no damn marriage. Anywho, Alexis says she does love her man, and Justin and Sasha was like, "Wait, what? Say what now? You what now?" So Justin hearing that, homeboy is through the roof. He's like, "Oh, she loves your boy." He's all smile, showing all of his teeth, and here go Miguel. That's just mind blowing because you know I'm not even there with Lindy. Like, it's not even a weekend. You guys are just in love with each other. Miguel, listen, bro. Not saying you don't have a valid concern or questioning to question Alexis and Justin being in love with each other, because I too would just be like, okay, you got all right. We'll see when real life hits y'all in the face. But at the same time, Miguel, you want to talk because you was talking about you and Lindy made love. Y'all made love even though y'all don't love each other yet. Ain't no love happening. So what you talking about? So um Alexa said that's not fair for him to say that. And of course, Lindy gonna try to stick beside her man in this moment, saying, she understands where Miguel's coming from. But then Alexis catches her and it's like, but you're contradicting yourself because just earlier, before we came to sit down, you were saying how Miguel was telling you he was giving you 8 weeks and this and this and that. She's like, no, no, no. But I understand where he's coming from his mind aspect. Lindy, do you want to be a ride or die now? Are you going to stick beside him or not? Are you going to just go with what he wants and his opinions? Or are you going to have your own mind and go with what you want deep down inside? Because I feel like you're trying to stick to your guns, but at the same time, you're conforming in that same sentence to be what Miguel wants you to be and check off his boxes when he told you to your face to be your damn self. And I feel like you're having a struggle to either be yourself or be what he wants, what you think he wants you to be. And I'm gonna need you to figure that out and be yourself. So then that way he could be like, "Nah, this is too much for me." Lindy, you're starting to piss me off. You're starting to piss me off because I thought you were stronger than this, but it's coming to my attention that you're not, because you're starting to break down into trying to conform yourself to Miguel. I don't know what type of stigmatization homeboy got on you, but that thing wore real quick. Y'all not even out the honeymoon yet, and you already, turning into yes, yes, sir, yes. I completely understand where he's coming from. We're a team. We're married. Okay. But Stacia wasn't feeling nothing Miguel was saying, so she was asking for Miguel's story because she's like, "We haven't heard about you. We haven't heard your story yet." So in that exact moment when she was about to act, or when she asked Miguel, "So what's your story? Where'd you come from? All this stuff." Here come the damn mariachi band come to play music for them. Here's the title of this damn episode. Miguel just like, "Oh, Saved by the Bell." And then in the meantime, when the music is playing and stuff, Miguel and Lindy they do a little kiss and talk on the side, saying they're Lindy gonna stick beside them and they're a team, and it's their marriage and it don't matter what nobody else says and all that. Oh, okay, all right. You know what? I see where this is. Okay, I see what this is exactly where this is going. Okay, Lindy, Miguel, y'all could go over there and just be on your merry way and have unpressured sex, not unforced sex per Lindy, and just be yourselves, even though you're trying to check off boxes that Miguel has, Lindy. And Miguel, I don't know, you seem like a completely different person from day one when you were introducing yourself to. So you know what? Y'all could go on your merry way. Goodbye. There's the door. We move on to Miguel and Lindy. I thought we were done with them, but not quite. No, no, before them, before them. Give them a little break. We get Nate and Stacia. They get in bed and talk about dinner, their future, and Stacia being enough. Nate's just like, really? You think about those things? But nowhere in there did he say, Stacia, you are enough. I may not know you, but you are enough. No, none of that. So he tells her he's falling in love with her. So Stacia is all smiles, she tears up in front of him, tears up in front of the confessional, and says she deserves love, and so does Nate. So he's falling in love with you, but yet the next episode he's gonna say he's not there yet. He's not feeling nothing yet, as far as like getting deep in connection with you. So then there, in fact, there's a lie. There goes a lie. I know the producers like to make things dramatic, but in this case, there's a lie. There we go. So we move on to Miguel and Lindy's ass, and they get ready for bed. They talk about it's their marriage and blah, 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 bullshit. Don't care. Then Miguel is laying down, giving her googly eyes and telling her what she wants to hear. He's looking forward to their future together. So Lindy tears up. And in my head, I'm like, he just probably saying that just so he can give him more sex. So don't be too like, oh my gosh, I appreciate you so much for saying that. Trying to rub his arm. He's like, yeah, that's right. That's right, girl. Because, when these lights turn off, we take off our mics, the producers go, I'm getting back in that punani because that thing was good last night, girl. So we move on because I'm not going to talk about them any further except for their little last scene, when they, next morning. So Mitch and Kristen, they get into bed and talk, and Kristen lets Mitch know that she wants to feel wanted. So he looks like he understands what she's trying to say, and they're going to try to move forward from that. We move on to Alexis and Justin. They get ready for bed, and Justin's telling Alexis that he feels like Morgan is fake, and he didn't say Ben could do better, but I feel like essentially he wanted to say Ben could do better. So Alexis lets Justin know, like, bro, you can't save everyone. Well, baby, you can't be trying to save everybody, okay? Ben didn't even stand up for himself. So, baby, you got to just let them do what they do. You can't be in everyone's thing. Like, we have a marriage, baby. We got to figure it out ourselves together, and they got to figure out themselves together, baby. Okay, baby? And homeboy, Justin, listen, bro. Listen, bro, like, why? Why are you crying right now? For what? Ben, not Ben. I keep getting Ben and Justin mixed up. Justin, he started crying. She's like, are you sad, baby? And they hug, and Justin's, it's just, I don't want, he deserves so much better, and that's not right. The situation he is. I'm like, Justin, for real, bro? Listen, I thought I cried a lot. And oh boy, you really crying for this? You crying for Ben right now? You met Ben how many days ago, bruh? You haven't even known Ben a whole month, bro. What? But then again, I'm not surprised though, because he already in love with Alexis and stuff. But like, really, bro? For real, that? Whatever. Alexis calls Justin her little soft baby, and she does tell him to his face that she loves him. Justin, once again, homeboy thought he was through the roof at dinner. Homeboy was through the rooftop when she told him that. He started dancing and stuff, jumps on the bed. I'm like, okay, Justin, have your time, have your night, because you were just crying 2 seconds ago. So I'm gonna let you get cheered up by her telling you she loves you. Okay, she probably just said that to you so you can stop damn crying on her shoulder and shit. But okay, cool. Move on. It's day 8 of marriage. It's the morning when they're leaving to go back to the United States of America. Morgan and Ben, they have coffee together on the balcony. And Morgan says she's sticking around because she knows they care for each other. We move on to Lindy and Miguel. They wake up, they eat breakfast. Lindy talks about, when her downtime from work, because, she's per diem for her job for physical therapy. So she just does not want to be judged about how she spends her time and money. And when she does this, when she does that, when she does this, when she does that, when she does this, when she does that. Miguel's looking like, and she's talking and talking and talking about her downtime because she's a physical therapist. She's doing per diem and all this stuff, and this. She may go there, she might go here, she may go outside of she might go to Mexico, she might come back from Mexico, she might go here. Who knows what she's gonna do? She might be on Tuesdays doing this, on Wednesdays doing that, doing this. Okay, there and here and over there and there and here and Miguel's like, you worry too much. You worry too much. Then Lindsay lets Miguel know if he comes at her, she will be triggered. Lindy, you talk way too much. And I feel like a lot of people, not even a lot of people, this season, y'all using the word triggered way too much for me. And y'all saying triggered all the damn time is triggering me. Anywho, we move on to Mitch and Kristen. They have breakfast and they had a moment last night, but they showed restraint and they're just gonna move forward, but they feel that the sexual tension is building between them. And they're gonna explore that when they get back to the United States of America. They didn't say that word for word, I'm just paraphrasing. And then the couples leave Mexico and go back to the US of the A. And that's where the episode ends. I don't know what to tell y'all, but thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you. I appreciate it. 47 minutes in, and if y'all still watching, y'all real one. Y'all really are. But if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe. Please comment, especially about Miguel and Lindy. And do you think do you personally feel, okay, because she's telling us she was not forced or pressured, but do you feel like Miguel probably was the one that made her be like, come on, let's just do this thing, girl? Or do you really feel like they came together, had a connection, and they both consensually did it, but I just feel like Miguel did more of the pushing and nudging for that. But y'all let me know. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next week. Bye.